Let's bring in Chris Mannix, great NBA insider. Mannix, just tell us how this deal went down and what you think of it now for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, it was patience, Mike, on behalf of Joe Cronin and the Portland Trail Blazers. There's a lot of pressure on the Blazers dating back to early July to get a deal done quickly in regards to Damian Lillard. Miami Heat came up with an offer. Damian Lillard and his agent put a lot of public pressure on the Blazers to accept it, but Portland made it clear from the very beginning they weren't going to be bullied into any kind of deal. They were going to wait and see how the market developed over the following months. And unsurprisingly, the market did develop for Damian Lillard. You had Toronto looking at its roster saying we could use Damian Lillard to push us over the top. And then Milwaukee comes in and says, in part because Giannis spent most of the summer saying that if we don't put together a championship caliber team, I'm not going to want to be there. They stepped up and put together a significant offer. And so the Blazers, they found a way to get what they wanted. They got a player in DeAndre Ayton, who's still 25 years old, averaged 18 and 10 last year. They got at least one first-round pick, and now they have Jrue Holiday, who they will, over the course of the next couple of days or weeks, trade for one or more first-round picks.
Okay, so overnight the NBA odds changed. The title odds, Bucks vaulted to the top. They are the odds-on favorite now to win the NBA title behind, or just ahead of, I would say, the Nuggets and the Celtics. So where could this go wrong for the Bucks, Chris? I think the one thing, obviously, that Mike said is Milwaukee was not Damian Lillard's choice. He wanted to go to Miami, so he's going to have to settle, for going to a place that, really isn't all that great. I mean, a city and an environment that isn't all that great. The team should be great. So he didn't want to be there. That's one. And two, Bucks take a pretty big step back defensively. Chris, do you think that outweighs the benefit offensively?
Well, let's address both of those things. First, I don't think Damian Lillard is going to mind one bit being in Milwaukee. As much as the idea of living and playing in Miami appealed to Damian Lillard, more that appealed to him was being part of that Heat organization, an organization that just went to the NBA Finals, that prioritizes winning over anything else, and would have unquestionably spent the next 4 years of Lillard's career finding the best possible ways to win a championship. Now he's in Milwaukee, and no, it certainly doesn't have the same climate as Miami, but it has a better chance of winning championships over the next couple of years. And that's what motivates Damian Lillard at this point. Winning championships, winning at the highest level. Now he has a partner in Giannis Antetokounmpo, arguably the best player in the NBA, certainly in the top three. I think he's going to be just fine playing there. Now, they will take a step back defensively. There's no question about that. But they do have enough resources on that back line, I think, to cover the defensive deficiencies of their guards. Brook Lopez, perennial contender for Defensive Player of the Year. Bobby Portis, defender, rebounder. Giannis, in addition to being a great offensive player, is annually in the discussion for Defensive Player of the Year. So while they will take a step back defensively, I think they'll take enough of a step forward offensively to make that a non-issue next season.
All right, another time when we're off air, because I feel like you're being political right now, we're going to compare South Beach to Brady Street. And you tell me how close it is, Chris Mannix.
Winning,
Shame
Mike.
on you.
Winning matters to Damian Lillard, I promise you that.
But in all seriousness, you don't think that Dame Lillard, Bam Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler, they were just in the NBA Finals last year. They went to the NBA Finals 2 years ago. You don't think that is a formidable NBA Finals team?
It's very good, but Jimmy Butler's 34 years old. You just don't know what the clock's going to be on him. He's got a lot of miles on those tires. Bam Adebayo, great defensive player, still developing offensive player. There's really no doubt he has got a better chance to win over the next 3 years in Milwaukee than he does in Miami.
All right, Globe's Adam Himmelsbach tweeting this tonight, Chris. Not a big surprise, but I've been told the Celtics are expected to explore the possibility of trading for Jrue Holiday. Okay, so as you just said, Portland's going to flip Holiday, get more first-round picks. Should the Celtics be in on this, and what should they be willing to give up?
I think they should absolutely be in on this. I think they should be very aggressive on Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday, while not having the offensive abilities of Damian Lillard, is a two-way player. He's an all-star caliber player, an all-star player who has proven he can be a contributor on a championship team. The Bucks do not win that 2021 title without Jrue Holiday out there hounding Chris Paul and hounding Devin Booker. Now, the asking price is going to be steep because there is going to be a bidding war for Jrue Holiday. There's going to be the LA Clippers in that bidding war. There's going to be the Philadelphia 76ers. There's going to be the Miami Heat. We're going to have to call Portland again to try to extract Jrue Holiday instead of Damian Lillard. My early read of the landscape is that it's probably going to cost 2 first-round picks to get Jrue Holiday. It's going to at least cost 1 first-rounder and potentially a blue-chip type prospect that fits into the rebuild in Portland. So I think the Celtics should go after him. I think they should be really aggressive, but I also think they should be prepared for a very steep asking price.
Yeah, and you know what? I think they should pay it. I mean, a couple first-round picks, like Brad Stevens doesn't like first-rounders anyway. And Jrue Holiday, it's amazing. You're right. There's going to be a bidding war for him. He's still, even though he has been a part of some big trades, and he'll be a part of a big trade here, he's still an underrated player, even though everybody wants him. I like him a lot.
I think he's better than Marcus Smart without the baggage.
Right.
He's Marcus Smart without the ego and the I'm the DPOY and I'm, I need to take the shot. I need to be the guy.
Shooter.
He'd be a much better fit here, I think, Chris.
Look, quickly, let me say quickly, Mike, Look, the Bucks traded 3 first-round picks to get Jrue Holiday a couple of years ago. It worked out for them. The Celtics, I don't think, should blink at potentially giving 2 first-round picks for a guy that could be a difference maker on a championship team and one that's going to be highly motivated to play the Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs. Who wants to play Milwaukee more than Jrue Holiday?
Would Portland want, real quick, would Portland want Malcolm Brogdon? Because he doesn't seem to be happy. Would they take Malcolm Brogdon back? No?
I think you can use Malcolm Brogdon for salary filler, but Portland right now is much more interested in draft capital than they are in players.
No problem. We got a deal. Chris Mannix, great stuff.